Let's take a look at the Varius Seek. I have two color examples here. I have the black and the white, which are both available on the website right now. I'll put a link on the description. Let's just take a closer look at these guys. I'll do a lume shot, wrist shot, all the normal stuff. So first off, huge win, they're titanium. I love titanium watches, definitely in dive watch format, but I'll take them in any watch classification, honestly. So like I said, these guys are available direct right on the website. There's not a Kickstarter or anything like that, so they are ready to ship. They are Swiss made. They come with this little Swiss made little tag thing because they are running the Sellita SW200, as well as, you know, whatever other criteria is required to put that Swiss made on the dial. I know it's, what is it, like 60% or something like that. There's videos out there explaining what the requirements are to meet that classification. Let's get into the watch, shall we? I measure the case at 42.5 millimeter wide. The lug to lug I measure at 48.7 millimeter. The thickness is 13.5 millimeter, so the same as the old classic Seiko SKX. You have 22 millimeter lug opening, and this titanium bracelet does taper down to 20. You have split pins for sizing, which is pretty standard when it comes to titanium watches. You do have half links, and then you have a titanium clasp system here, 3 micro adjust double pushers, and a fold over keeper, all signed with the brand's logo, as is the 8 millimeter screw down crown, which is a nice size crown, easy to use. Check out the chunky gear like cogs on the 120 click bezel, and it has a ceramic bezel insert. So these are all good things. With all of the links, just like this, as it comes out of the box, is 136 gram. So, and it has a nice, I think I did an unboxing of this, did I not? But it comes with this nice travel case. It's pretty cool. You can unzip it, and there's a spot for 2 watches. So nice little storage case. And if you buy their extra straps, which are nice FKM rubber with quick release spring bars, and they have that little button keeper thing in there to keep that floating keeper in position, holding that down. So those are only like $29. The watches are up there a little bit, but I guess it's relative to, you know, what's going on with watches these days as far as their pricing and how it's steadily going up. It's not going down, that's for sure. These are just under $1,100. So check it out. Go to their website. Maybe there's a discount there, maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes if you hover around on these sites, they will kick up a discount. So it probably will do it on this one too. I'm not 100% sure. 120 click bezel. Actually pretty nice for a titanium bezel. I've, you know, handled a lot of watches, and it seems like titanium watches, dive watches, it's difficult to get a decent bezel action other than Tudor for some reason, because they have it figured out with a 60 click. Theirs are solid. Pretty much everybody else's is worse than this. I mean, this is actually pretty good. So no problems there. You do have the quick release spring bars on the bracelet as well, so you can easily swap that out for the strap if you'd like. So, you know, I like to swap my watches out for FKM rubber quite often. So maybe you will add a couple of those on to your purchase when you pick one of these up, because why not, right? So we have BGW9 Lume. You can see the handset is super legible, blacked out in the center, keeping it kind of like floating out there. You have a square on the seconds hand, and then I don't know what that shape is on the hour hand, but I like it. And then you have that really nice, clean, almost elongated A on the minute hand. And then you have chamfered and highly filled lume hour markers. I think we'll be able to see them maybe a little bit better on the white dial one. We'll show that. The movement is the Sellita SW200, as I told you about, but look at that white ceramic. Such a good job on the white ceramic. Usually I see, you know, when they do bezels like this, it's usually like a white printing underneath a sapphire crystal. Like, it's not very often I see white ceramic. That's pretty cool. And I like the handset on this one, as well as those markers. They're kind of like a black, high polished. And then you have a really cool brand logo up there with that almost kind of chevron looking above that. And then the brand, or the model name rather, Seek. And then the 300-meter water resist Swiss made underneath that. Pretty clean dial overall. The date at the 3 o'clock, of course. And then on the case back, you have the brand again onto the case back, but you get a peek at that Sellita SW200. Let's put them both on wrists and see what that looks like. They are only making 250 each of these. You know, and since I was wearing the Doxa Army, I'll show this watch next to the Doxa Army, so you have some sort of size reference, I suppose. Maybe one day, or maybe they have and I just haven't paid attention. Maybe Doxa will do a titanium watch. But until then, we got all these great options such as this one. The sapphire crystal is 4.5 millimeter thick, which is all part of, you know, meeting the water resistance and everything like that. I didn't size these, of course, but they are split pins, so they're pretty easy to size. But there it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Nice, lightweight. Love the balance that titanium gives, both with the weight and just the temperature comfort, if that makes sense, because they're not typically cold or hot when you put them on. They're just, it's not like stainless steel at all, so in that sense. So it is grade 2 titanium, in case I didn't mention that. Everything, the crown, the case, the bracelet, the bezel, everything. So there's the white one. Both great looking watches. I'm going to gravitate towards the white one. I just like white dial a little bit more, and this has a nice contrast to it. Both of them are incredibly legible, though. I will say that. Typically, I would say the white dial is more legible, but in this case, I think the black dial might be more legible. But it's, you know, you're splitting hairs at that point. Let me zap these with the UV light so we can get the full effect of the BGW9 when we turn the studio lights off. So there we go. There they are, fully loomed up. The hour markers, the hands, and then the pip on the bezel. So if you're in the market for a titanium watch, maybe give these a look. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys on the next vid.